Okay, but yes. Yes. Good afternoon, all. Yes. Okay, good afternoon. Last day we discussed about that access practical and little thing related that one. Okay. So we will move forward from that one. Okay, we discuss about MS Access and we write little thing about how to insert personal data. Okay. So here at last we have to create a Google form there. Okay. Final mission. We have to create a Google form. Okay. Okay. I'll share document with you. At last, we are writing when we wanted to what capture forms. You need to people what personal data. I said yes. When you what get quantitative data, collect quantitative data, you have to go with the personal data. Personal data is any information that help to identify particular person. For example, it can be have their name, address, phone number, date of birth, or identification number. Okay, that are the things that can be following up. So many countries have laws that make sure what organization do not what misuse personal data. They collect and only collected which they really need to. Okay, so make sure all what question on your form asking information actually need. If you are not needed, no need to ask. It can be asking about sensitive data. Sometime, if you no need to asking about salary, no need to ask it that one, no. So that kind of thing, it is no need to move forward. So like that one, they can be asking. Sometimes they are asking about personal data. Okay, you have to think about that. So make sure all the question on your form, you are asking information about the actual need. So therefore, important thing to think of when you are creating effective data captures form like should be what? It should be clear. Clear what each question is asking. When you asking question, the reader should be very clearly understand what they are asking. If you are asking about name, directly ask about name. If it is clear to what format the asker should be in, what format they are asking. If they are asking age with the number or word, like that one. Okay. And are you spaces for written answers or appropriate size? Okay, you should be provide what? Uh, Enough space for the writing answers. Okay. Sometimes you can be asking about some details about family. So you should be provide good space for that one. So is it easy to what? See all the question? It should be easy to see all the questions. So and all the questions in the order that make up sense. It should be having sense with that one. So and also are all questions asking for information I really need. It should be mentioned it's all should be need or not. Okay, that are the things you should be think about when you asking some question. So important thing to think when you creating an effective data capture form. There should be have some important thing when you're creating a data capture form like that. What are they? Is it clear what each question are asking? Is it clear what format ask should be in? Are you spaces for written answers for every side? It should be given good space. Is it easy to see all questions? Are the question are in order to make sense? Are all question asking information that is really needed or not? Okay, that are the things you should be following up when you're asking a question. Can you write down these underline parts? Yes. Can you please write down this underline part with you? Please write it, yes. Write it there. Okay, please write down them both. Okay, write down. Okay, you can write like that. So these are the important things that can be following. So when you're creating effective data capture form, it should be following up. It should be clear what each question is asking, and it is clear what format they asking questions. So there should be have appropriate what space of size for writing. It is easy to write all the questions. The question find makes what sense, and question asking about really need. Should be asking if that question are need or not. Question should be you should be think about that question need or not, like that. That are the main things you have to follow up when you asking a questions. When you asking question, you should be following up these details. Clear? Important things when you're creating effective data capture. Okay, in the data capture, there can be have some mistakes that questioners should be following up. It should be sometime. Okay, I think you are what? Finish this one, no? Yes. In questionnaire, they can be asking, no need to write these things. Questionnaire not asking in the logical order. There should be have a logical order. But sometimes they are not asking with the logical order. Is that done good or not? Think. Sometimes they are not asking with the logical order. That's not good. So first of all, you can ask, select your top three visa favors from the list. You can ask about top three visa favors from the list. So next you can write, do you like visa or not? Like that. That are things. And next thing, if it is unclear how the answer should be given. Okay, is that one unclear? How should be answers should be given? First of all, you can ask about date of birth. Okay, if they are asking date of birth, you can asking date of birth with the real time. First of all, date, month, year. Like that one, they should you should be mentioned how you should answer. If this way, if you ask it date of birth, you can write like this, or write like this. So sometimes you can write with the words. So you should be mentioned Appropriate way. Is that clear? You should be mentioned what is the way that you should be asking about date of birth. Clear? And next thing, what are the mistakes that can be followed up? The meaning of the question is unclear. Sometimes the meaning of the question is unclear. Okay. Can you write down these mistakes? You write like there, mistakes of forms. Write as a subtopic, mistakes of forms. No need to write example. Okay. When you are asking question as a form, the first mistake is what? Question are not asked in the logical order. Question are not asking in the logical order. There should be have a proper order. The second mistake, it is unclear how the answer should be given. That are unclear. How should be answer should be given. Okay, can you write down these two first? Okay, write it. Yes. Okay, write these two. Please write it. Okay, first of all, there should be have mistake like what? Question are not asked in the logical order. Question are not asked with the logical order. The second mistake is what? It is unclear how the answer should be given. It is unclear how the answer should be given. Okay. The first mistake, question are not asked on the logical order. The second mistake, it is unclear how the answer should be given. How answer should be given. Second mistake. And the third thing, what is the mistake? Thirdly, you can write the meaning of the yes. The meaning of the question are unclear. You can write what? A mistake. The meaning of the question are unclear. You can write like that. The meaning. The question meaning may be unclear. Like here, different people will think question is asking different thing. How many times you are using phone? They are asking how many times. How many times? It can be one, two, three, something like that. They are asking what time they are asking. It is not clear like that. And next thing, they are not provide proper space. Here address, they are provide only one line. Address may be what? taking 2, 3 lines. With the sometime they are sharing the postcode also. So address should be have 2, 3 lines like here, not only one is. So like that one, they are not giving proper space. Can you write third one, fourth one? There are some mistakes. Not given proper space and what? The meaning of the question is unclear like that. Can you write that too also? Please write. Please write them. Yes. That are mistakes that commonly seen. The meaning of the question is unclear. The space given for the information is too small. Okay, it may be common mistakes. Any more? The space information too small. Yes. Here, next thing. The question are not all clearly visible. Sometimes the questions are not all clearly visible. It is not visible clearly. All the details not visible clearly. What's that? The question are not all clearly visible. Okay, the questions are not all clearly visible. So that means one single problem on the back of the form when isn't any text telling the person to turn for the other side. Yes, sometimes they are having one question in one side, other question in the other side. They are not mentioned. Turn into other side, turn into next page, something like that. If there are should be mentioned another question in another page, it should be what mentioned turn page into other side or something like that. Is that clear? If there are not mentioned that one, sometime it may be missing. Yes. And next thing, a valid answer. Write like this, only these things, okay? A valid answer option is left out of the list of the multiple choice options. Okay, what happened? A valid answer option is left out of a list of multiple choice question. Okay, sometimes it may be left out of a list of multiple choice question. Valid answer can be left out from the multiple choice questions. What are they? How many times a month do you eat pizza? The valid answer should be what? More than 10 times, 5, 9 times, 2, 4 times, once. Okay. Yes. There can be have no, often. You are not eating pizza. Something like that. There should be have answer. So like that, some it may be missing the valid answer. Is that clear? Sometime may be missing the valid answer from you. Okay. Maybe happen. Sometimes maybe within the valid. That's so. Can you write these two also? Yes. Fifth one and sixth one. Yes, write it. Okay. So these are the mistakes that can be seen on. What are they? A question, it may be not seen clearly. Sometimes they are not having a valid answer like that. Okay, please write.
Hello, welcome to this tutorial on Microsoft.
That are the mistakes that can be seen on.
Access, a powerful database management system that allows you to easily collect,
Okay, you should be following up this thing. Okay, valid answer should be given list. And next thing, what are next thing? Okay, so that kind of what? That's kind of mistake that seen on the databases, sorry, forms sometime. Okay, you should be aware. So this kind of what mistakes you try to what reduce this kind of mistake always. Okay, so I will continue. So there should be have these kind of things. Okay, so here I have some question for you. You can write question 2.5. Yes. What is the data capture form used for? What is the data? It can be take a name. It can be take personal data. Yes, it can be personal data that can be some name, birthday, or something like that. And it can be take what are like or dislike. You can take about what like or dislike thing about what voting. or something like that, you can take it from what? Data capture from the use form. And next thing, what are the important thing to think about when creating a data capture form? As previously I said, you have to avoid mistakes. Always you have to think about avoid mistakes like previously did. Okay, you can write this question. Huh? Yes, you can write about these questions. I believe this. You have to think the forms. Again, I will tell. Quickly move back. Okay, a form is using for what? Collect the data from a person. So when you are creating a form, it should be effective. If it is taking more time, it is not good. Okay, there can be have some mistakes. You are creating a forms. You should be avoid that mistake always. Okay, sometime you need to ask about personal data, something like name, address, phone number, date of birth, identification number, such that. But you have to think about is it needed or not. Unless you should be think about that data should be needed or not. And they are having important thing to think when creating an effective data capture form. It is what? It should be clear what each question asking. It is clear what format of asker should be there. What are the space for written? Okay, is that space is enough for written questions? It is easy to see all questions. Are the questions are in order or not? Are all questions asking about the information that really need or not? Okay, write that one you can asking about. Okay, and next thing, what are the mistakes of forms? What are the mistakes that can be seen on the forms? The main mistake is what? Questions are not asking in the logical order. The main mistake, the questions are not asking in the logical order. And next thing, it is unclear how the answer should be given. It is unclear how the answer should be given. Answer should be given, it should be unclear sometimes. And next, the meaning of the question is unclear. Sometimes the meaning of the question may be unclear. It's unclear the meaning of the question. Sometimes the space given for the information is too small. The space that given for the information writing space is too small. For address, there are given only one line like that. The space is too small. And next thing, the question are not all clearly visible. The question are not all clearly visible. Sometimes it's not all clearly visible. Next, the valid answer option is left out a list of multiple choice question. Sometimes the valid answer is left out from the multiple choice question. Okay, that are things. And I said you can write these questions. Yes, according to that one, you can write these questions. Okay, we will move forward. Is it okay? Yes. Shall we move? Yes. Okay, they are having progress question for you. You can do these progress questions. They are mixing up with the Excel question and all the things. You should be do this one. Okay, you have to do this one. Okay. Can you start to write these questions? Okay. Can you start to write this question? Shall we start? I give you 2 3 minutes. Try to start writing this question. They're asking with your progress. What is first one? State the purpose of condition format. Did you remember? Conditional format. Okay, they're asking this question, right? Yeah. Okay, what is the conditional format? What is the conditional format? Conditional formatting, it can be what? Automatically update. You used to normally automatically apply formatting such as something like colors, icons, or data bars, something like that one. It's automatically applied when you are using conditional formatting. Okay, so to cells based on the specific condition of rules, it helps visually highlight important data that can be identified trends or what spot is what expectation of the species. So in the condition format, there can be what create data as a ascending order. It can be created with the logical criteria. Okay, it can be running data on logical criteria, or sometime it can be going with what actually with the logical criteria. You can what filtering if they are having more than 100 marks like that one you can write. Okay, okay, you can revise back and write this question. Okay, yeah, here as previously said, there should be have a condition with the logical format. There should be have a condition. What is the condition? Something like that. There can be, for example, it can be taken what maximum numbers. It can be taken the least number from that one. Okay, so a conditional format that one. You can, for example, if I take it B2 value is greater than or equal for this H2 value. Like that one, there are following with the conditions. Okay, there are following some conditions there. So here there are following a company spreadsheets. You can write answers according to this one. Please try. A company has following spreadsheets. Mm-hmm. Yes. Try to write the answers for this. Okay, you write. Okay, you try now. Yes, I nothing said. Okay, you have some time. Okay, before ending this period, try to write these answers. We will discuss later on. So today, try to write answers for this. Okay. Yes, please try. First, okay, we will discuss later. Okay, now they are having a spreadsheets. Okay, so company has following spreadsheets. They are having values indoor, outdoor booking, total booking like here. Here maximum booking like that. Okay, so they are having something. You can use some formula for finding them. Okay, totally you can find some. For maximum you can find what? Max like that. Okay, so choose the rule that would be applied to make total booking value green if it is equal to maximum booking value. What is that one? It should be equal for total booking. Total booking should be equal for maximum booking. Should be what? Total booking should be displayed in where? C5. Maximum booking it should be displayed in H2. C5 and H2. C5 and H2. So when you're taking, it should be formatting what? Green when C5 and what? C2. C5 and C2 taken what? Then when C5 and C2 should be equal. Always it should be equal. C5 and H2, sorry. C5 and H2 should be equal. What? When the C5 value become formatting green. What is that one? C5 value formatting green? Why? If it is true, there should be have the condition check C5 equal to H2. That means sum of the all values should be equal for maximum value. That's true. If that not true, it should be green, the sum of the all value. This not should be changed. It should be maximum value. You have to condition these are the become maximum value. This should be the become maximum value. So that's why if C5 and S2 equal, then C5 should be formatted green. Okay. C5 and S2 equal, the C5 is get formatted green. Okay, like that. Can I write? Yes. Right there, yes. Okay, yes. You can write other answers. Please try. Yes, there are having some questions. Try, okay, lot of the. Yes, we will discuss later on. First of all, try it. Yes. Okay, try. I give some time. Okay, try it. Yes. Okay, yes. You can write these answers best, okay? Try to write the answer. We will discuss them later on. There are having many. Now, there are having sometime you can try. Later on, we will discuss, okay? Okay, yes. So I will wind up for today. You can try to recap all the lessons. Okay, I will wind up for today. This kind of question, it may be asking for the exam also, okay? That's it. Okay. So we will discuss other thing on the next day. Okay. So see you on next day. Okay, good afternoon, Pute. See you on next day. Okay, bye. See you. Yeah, try to write these answers. Okay, right now. Yes.